natural light vest.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
21.
Breeze going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Everyone got 4 down. 53. Mike's 50. You don't see me in your nightmares.
Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Everyone, what you got, Heavy? Hey, exit. Give me some.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yes. He don't want it. Tighten up. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally. and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Get it.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Hey, Delta.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
56, right there, 56.
Hey, we got to get this.
Kill.
Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Breeze now to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Kill.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, we got Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing again, Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before break. Herbert is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's Eckler again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and 5. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
80 weapons.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Begin. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, Sam off.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Protein spill.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch twist. SOS.
Hard. Deep grip.
He may try and run for this. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tyrod Taylor taking it in as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
1st down, New Orleans.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Toss play, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out,
12. 36. Bravo.
Play action. Breeze. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
5.
Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56.
Here's Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go out.
Once more, here's Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Herbert, and it's complete. Henry, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 64 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A touchdown is paramount here on 1st and goal, but got to be careful. Don't want to leave too much time on the clock for Drew Brees. They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think that
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
On the double.
We got 25 to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Five.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Nice hit, boy.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Joker, 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 joker.
Score, score.
Check 49.
Now.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Get up. 60 outlaw.
Check safety, check safety. Back, back.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Wayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
so long getting back to my right.